Hi guys, Greg here from Hardest Reset. So today was supposed to be the big kind of discussion I was going to have about the latest Shane Dawson series, The Mind of Jake Paul, because I was originally thought it was going to be a 6-part thing, but apparently it's going to be way bigger, and I want to talk about the thing as a whole, so that kind of got a little bit delayed. On top of that, we also have some really big projects that we're working on right now. Really like kind of one of them is like very format breaking and shit like that, and we got other things like the return of like Woodridge URP. We're working on more stuff for the next episode of Homebrewers. We got some other like gameplay related stuff we're going to be doing, like big projects we're working on. Like today was supposed to be an opinion corner, but that kind of got shot down. So instead of kind of being like, fuck it, we won't upload a video, I'm going to kind of update some people on some things we talked about on the podcast, update some people on some things that we've maybe memed on, stuff like that, and maybe a little bit of an update on what's going on with the channel. So let's get to updating. So the first thing I want to talk about is the big update for the whole Telltale situation. I'm looking at the article right now, so don't mind if I'm like looking away from the camera right now. But there is a company called Skybound that's going to be taking over the Walking Dead final season. And I am at least happy at the fact that after the main voice actress for Clementine kind of posted on Twitter the whole debacle about the whole way that the staff was treated, the fact that this whole skeleton crew even got laid off, the fact that at least the game itself is being taken by another developer to at least be finished. At least people who are fans of it will at least get closure, and I've said at least a lot, but I mean, I'm just happy that the game will finally be finished and fans will have closure, and I'm hoping that they're bringing at least some of the people in who originally were working on the game, hopefully bring them in to kind of at least see that through to the end. I don't know what's going on in that department, but the fact is the game is going to be coming out, all that fun stuff, and it's kind of the small bit of good news in an otherwise very shitty situation. In the podcast about fandoms, we talked about Voltron. Voltron just had a massive announcement at New York Comic Con this past weekend of December 14th being the final season. And a lot of people are losing their shit. It's like the end game. People are like, oh my god, this is finally it. I'm still sitting there like, I haven't even seen season 7 yet. Mira finally saw it because she's like, I'm not going to wait for your ass any longer. I'm going to watch it on my own. And I still have yet to watch it, but I guess I got to watch it before December 14th, so that way I can sit there and be like, yo, thank God it's over. No, I'm kidding. I like the show itself. I've said my things about the fandom as a whole, which I can say. I think we've done multiple videos of that, right, babe? We did the fandoms we've gone too far, and we talked about it on the podcast. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got Mira over here. She's off camera, just kind of like telling me when I'm doing dumb shit. But anyway, so yeah, that was that was a big announcement at New York Comic Con. There was a fuckload of things announced at New York Comic Con, but in relation to what we talked about on the channel, that is the big thing as far as the whole fandom thing goes. Critical Role, I mean, there's no other updates other than Critical Role is still kicking ass, and they did like a giant. Wasn't it a sold out show in New York Comic Con? It was probably sold out. We'll probably say it was sold out, but they did a massive show at New York Comic Con. Matthew Mercer's no longer the most hated guy on the internet right now. I'm certain there'll be a campaign decision where people will hate him once more, which I hope that that's not the case, because Matthew Mercer is like one of the sweetest, most genuine human beings on the face of the earth. Doesn't deserve that kind of shit is what I was trying to say, but that's the big thing there. And yeah, so on to that next one. The My Hero Academia 2 Heroes movie has been kicking ass. I mean, we had our whole podcast last time where we discussed how much we loved the movie, how much we thought it was really good at kind of tying things together. We have a whole spoiler discussion at the end of our last podcast. At the end of the video, you'll see a little link to it. Go check it out if you want to see what we thought of the movie as a whole. But it made over like $5 million, right? It made a fuckload of money. It was second to Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. It overtook movies like Your Name, which even non-anime fans loved Your Name. And it's just been killing it. People have been loving it. They loved it so much that Funimation expanded the theatrical release of it for a couple extra days, which was pretty wild. And honestly, I'd say it's well deserved. It's a damn good movie. Both the Japanese companies and Funimation on the localization front did a fucking awesome job on that. You can hear us all gush about it on the podcast. Link will be at the end of the video, but just wanted to give a big shout out there. Breaking records, fucking awesome, and it's well deserved. Honestly, I said it on the podcast. It is the best Shonen Jump movie that's ever, like Shonen Jump related movie that's ever come out. It's fucking on point. A little update on the whole H3H3 meme that we did a couple weeks ago. I did a meme about people that were hating on H3H3 for the whole ad thing, and we also had a podcast where we talked about it as well. The update is H3's back to uploading videos. They put out 2 videos at this point, which I actually do have to watch them. I've been really busy with like homebrewers and work and kind of not having a life, and Final Fantasy 14 I haven't had a chance to watch, but I'm going to actually like catch up tonight, the night I'm recording this. But seems like I kind of looked through like comments and people's like, looks like people are back to enjoying the videos again. All that fun stuff. The podcast is still a little bit on the controversial end. People still kind of have some beef with kind of what Ethan says on the podcast as far as, you know, political stuff and things like that. But that being said, you know, it's politics, and regardless if you're one way, another way, or even down the middle, people are going to be pissed, which is why we generally don't talk about politics on Hardest Reset. We have our opinions, but we're here to kind of meme and have a good time. So, so that's the update on the H3 situation. It seems like in typical internet fashion, that's kind of diffused. Of course, watch. Now I'm going to say it and something else is going to happen with H3 and it's going to blow up again. But as of right now, I'm recording this on October 11th, 2018, and the video is coming out October 12th, 2018. Everything seems to have simmered down. No update on the Troy Baker Tales of Vesperia situation. There's nothing much to even report. Troy Baker said he's not in it. He's not in it. I think that's about it. I was kind of quietly hoping for maybe somebody like Matthew Mercer to kind of step in and saying, yeah, they didn't even contact me as well, because generally Matthew Mercer's the one that'll come in and, you know, do roles when Troy Baker is not available. But they didn't even get him. But also this Namco Bandai, they have made some very interesting decisions in the past as well. Even in regards to, if you want to talk voice acting, let's talk about the wild voice acting of Tekken 7. But that's a different video for a different day. But that's kind of, yeah, there's not really much of an update on that as well. So there is that. And finally, some updates coming up with Hardest Reset. We are going to have our holiday breaks coming up in November, December. The week of Thanksgiving, we won't be uploading anything. And then the last 2 weeks of December, we won't be uploading anything at all. We're going to be enjoying the holidays, and we hope you guys enjoy those holidays as well. We'll probably talk about it on the podcast beforehand. Homebrewers, we debuted that over the weekend. Last Friday we debuted it. We tried YouTube, streaming on YouTube. It's kind of interesting. The next podcast, I know I'm going to have quite a lot to say about it. I like Twitch better as a streaming platform. So we're going to be, from episode 2 onward, we're going to be streaming it on Twitch, and we'll have a bunch of updates and stuff in relation to that whole situation and where you can find it. And the VODs will most likely go up on YouTube, or if we're able to stream on both, we can stream on both as well. We don't have that solidified yet. We will also have an update video that will be a non-Hardest Reset video. That will be one of those like, hey, we're going to be live streaming it this coming Friday, etc., and then all that fun stuff. But we're really excited. I actually was talking to Kanan over the weekend, and he says he's got some stuff he's working on for episode 2. I'm scared, but I'm excited at the same time. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we had a fucking blast with it. And the people that we saw who did check it out, especially during the live stream, were like, yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm like, that's good shit. I'm really glad people are enjoying it. So we got that going on. As far as like upcoming videos, whenever this whole the Mind of Jake Paul series is done, there will be a video about that. People might think that we're just trying to do a cash grab or cashing in or trying to get views based off the thing, but I've been legitimately loving, but also have opinions on the series. I've been loving it as a piece of entertainment, but I do have my thoughts as far as the content of a few of the episodes, but I also want to soak it in a little bit. We do have a video. It's kind of more of an awareness video that actually was brought to me because of Mira over here, related to the Midwest cosplay community and the situation that's going on over there. I'm going to be trying to reach out to a couple people. She's already reached out to someone because we want to make sure that this is as researched and as discussed as possible and as concise, because there's a lot to unpack from this whole thing that went down, and it's kind of pretty wild. It's going to be very very format breaking in what we're doing, because we always like to have a fun time here, and this is going to be very much a serious video. We may do something in the future, but this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and as a group that we all deal with some sort of mental illness, in some way, shape, or form. Obviously that's very important to us. And even though, I personally believe that we need to be aware of mental illness every day of the year. It's good that they have weeks like this to kind of remind people, hey, this is a serious deal. This is a serious thing. Even pages like Crunchyroll and whatnot are kind of posting about, anime characters that deal with mental illness and having people share characters that they love who deal with them, people they identify with. And I feel like that kind of can really spread some positivity and stuff like that. We really want to start doing more charity work in the near future, and I know we really want to do a lot of work with like mental illness stuff. I know we talked about the charity they opened after Chester Bennington passed away. There's always depression, bipolar awareness that I know Markiplier has done a lot of charity work for. And there's a fuckload of local charities, people who are just trying to raise awareness, maybe help raise money for people to get therapy, stuff like that. Even things like veterans dealing with PTSD. There's a lot of different forms of mental illness, and I know in the near future we're going to be doing a lot of charity work to try to, help out, especially because that's something that's really important to all of us that we want to do and talk about. So I know, getting a little serious at the end, we generally like to have fun and do dumb memes. But big shout out to anyone who's still with us today. We love you all. We hope you guys are having a safe week. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. This has been it for us. Tune in next week for either the wrap up of the whole Mind of Jake Paul series, or a very deep dive into a very serious situation amongst the cosplay community, and specifically the Midwest cosplay community, that we as cosplayers, specifically Mira as a Midwest cosplayer or a cosplayer who was born and raised in the Midwest, we kind of feel obligated to raise some awareness at the current situation that's going on. So expect one of those two videos. We'll catch you guys next week. You guys have a safe weekend. We love you all, and we will catch you guys next weekend. And I hope that dog would start barking. I hope that dog would stop barking. I fuck up my words at the very last moment, and that's gonna be hard to splice in. But anyway, we'll catch you guys next week. Hope you guys take care.